Hello, this is Rich with MISO BIM. This tutorial topic is stairs, ramps, and railings. This course is considered beginner level. In this topic, you will learn how to create stairs, how to create ramps, and finally how to create railings. There are basically two methods for creating stairs in Revit. You either use the stair by component method or the stair by sketch method. You can also combine both methods to achieve specific requirements. The component stair is parametric. The creation process is straightforward, but is generally seen as less flexible than the stair by sketch method. The sketch stair is often used when creating custom shaped stairs. The stair by sketch method is also generally more complex, and we will cover stair by sketch methods in another topic. Both methods do require that you go to a plan view or a 3D view to create the stair. To create a stair element, we will need to provide information to Revit on basically three things, which we can find in the Properties palette. To get to these items, first we will start the stair command. So to go there, we go to the Architecture, Stair, and you'll see on the pull down on the stair, there's Stair by Component and Stair by Sketch. Again, we will just cover Stair by Component in this topic. So we'll click on Stair by Component, and now you see here in the Properties palette the stair that we have selected. Under it, the first of three basic things that we need to define is the top and base level, which is the datums for the stair. So you'll see here under constraints, you'll have base level and top level. Typically, the base level is the level that you are on in your associated view. So for example, we're in the grade plan right now, and it's set at grade. And then top level will typically be the level above. So it would be level 1. Now if I cancel out of this, and now switch to level 1 and go to stair, you'll see that the base level now is level 1 and top level is level 2, which is the next level up. The second element that Revit is looking for is the stair boundaries or width. This enables Revit to position the stairs as desired in the stairwell or wherever you are going to place it. So to get to the width, you're going to go into the edit type of the stair, and in the properties here, you'll see minimum run width, and you specify the width in this area. We'll hit OK. The third class of information that Revit is looking for is the riser and tread dimensions. So again, if you go to Edit Type, right here at the top, you have settings for the maximum riser height for your stair and the minimum tread depth for your stair. If you need to adjust that, and then hit OK. The simplest stair to create is a straight run stair. To begin, you switch to the desired view, which you can do in a plan or a 3D view. However, a plan view that corresponds to the base level of the stair is recommended process for creating a stair. So to create the stair, we're going to use the Run tool in this case. Under the Run tool, there are a few different options of how you can draw your stair. There can be a straight line stair, options for spiral stairs, winder stairs, which are L or U shaped, and then a free sketch. In this case, we're going to do a straight run stair. Before we draw the straight run stair, we first picked the location line for the stair. So you can see here's different options where you can draw the stair from the center line of the stair or the whole way to the left or right. To create a stair in a free area like, let's say it's a site stair, you could pick the center line. If you're trying to place the stair in a limited space like a stair shaft, it's preferable to go either to the left or the right of the stair. In this case, we will just pick the center since we're only doing a straight run stair. So to draw the stair, we're first going to pick the start point of the stair. And as we scroll over, you will see a graphic representation of the stair. And one thing to note, at the bottom of the stair, as I proceed here, you'll see that the number for risers created will change as I go along the line. So as I make the stair longer, it'll say how many have been created and how many are remaining until you get to the next level. So in this case, we're trying to go from level 1 to level 2. When you get to the full run, click again, and now your stair is created. If you need to move the stair, you can select the stair and then click Move. So here, if we want to move the stair over to the wall, use the Move command. Once the stair is placed, you can hit the green check mark to finish editing the stair, and now your stair is placed. Once the stair is placed, and if the orientation of the stair is incorrect in terms of the top and bottom of the stair, there's an arrow grip that you can click that will flip the direction of the stair. I'm going to erase the stair. The second type of stair we can draw is go back to Stair by Component, and we'll do a U-shaped stair this time. One thing to notice when you're doing a U-shaped stair is when two different runs are created for a stair, whether it's U-shaped, L-shaped, or any other shape, there is an option for an automatic landing to be created. So we'll keep this checked because we want to create the landing. But this time, since we're doing a U-shaped stair, I'm going to select Exterior Support Right, so the control line is actually the edge of the stair rather than the center. So going over here, I'm going to click the start point, and now you can see that I'm on the side of the stair. If you look in the Properties palette, you'll see that there's a desired number of risers for the stairs is 18, meaning it takes 18 risers to get from the first level to the second level. I want to go to 9 risers created, click, go to the opposite side, click down, and I'll have another 9 risers created, and click to finish. You can see here that automatically a landing has been created. Once I'm done editing, I'll click the green check mark. Then after the edit, since the stair landing is a little bit off of the wall, I can click the Move command and put the stair in place. Again, if the orientation of the stair is incorrect in terms of the top and bottom portion of the stair for up and down, we can click on the stair, click the arrow, and it'll flip the orientation of the stair. I'm going to click to a 3D view, so now you can see the stair being created in 3D. Now, to create a ramp is very similar to creating a stair. Now, if we go again to the Architecture tab, Circulation, Ramp, the controls are very similar to a stair. You have Run and some sketch options here. Again, we're only going to deal with the Run tool for this topic. So to create a ramp, we have our base level and top level, very similar to the stairs. Now, of course, we don't have risers in Run, but if we go to Edit Type, we can specify the slope of the stair. So in this case, we have 1 inch to 12 inch slope for the stair. So 1 over the number that you input in this area. And then you also can input the maximum length of your ramp. So depending on your situation with the building code, you can specify the longest run you can do for a ramp. So in this case, we'll put 30 feet. And then finally, the shape of the stair can be specified under Edit Type as well. So either you have thick, meaning you can apply a certain thickness to your ramp, so similar to like a floor, or if you need to have a solid ramp, which it'll be based off of the base level, and then the ramp surface or the slope surface will be on the top, can be used if you're using the solid shape. So we're going to click on the beginning portion of the ramp, which will be here on the floor, and then run until the end of the ramp. You saw here that there's actually 30 feet of incline ramp. So similar to the stair too, it will tell you how many feet of your ramp have been created and how many feet or inches that are remaining until you get to the level. So in this case, we're going from grade to level 1, which is 30 inches in difference, which would be on a 1 to 12 slope, 30 feet. Once we're done creating the ramp, click the green check mark to finish your edit mode. If the ramp is out of place, you can simply use the Move tool and place the ramp where you need it. Now here, the ramp is actually backwards from what we really need, because if we go to the 3D view, you'll notice that it's the opposite way that we really want it. So to flip the orientation, again, similar to the stair tool, there will be an arrow that will actually be at the bottom of the stair. So you simply just click the grip and it'll flip the direction of the stair. If we go back to the 3D view, the ramp is in the proper orientation. Railings are system elements that can be freestanding or attached to hosts, such as floors, ramps, or stairs. If you created a stair or ramp and did not include a railing when creating it, you can add a railing afterwards. There are two ways to place a railing, either by placing it on a host or drawing a standalone railing. First, if we go back to the stair tool, go by stair component, you'll notice under tools there's a railing option. By default, it will place a railing. You can specify the railing type, or you can select none. Similarly, if we go to ramp, it has that same option. And you'll notice here that it's set at none. So if I cancel out, go back to the 3D view, you'll notice that the stair has railings, but the ramp does not. So if we want to place a railing on the ramp, we can go to Architecture, Circulation, and we'll go to Railing. And in this case, we're going to go to Place on Host. There's two options for Place on Host. Either you can position railings on the treads or on the stringer. So here we're dealing with a ramp, so we can just keep it on treads. Once this is selected, all you have to do is select the ramp, and we'll automatically create a railing on both sides of your ramp. If we go to the 3D view, you'll see that they are placed and they're hosted on the ramp. One thing to note with a railing that's hosted, if you move the railing off of the host, go back to 3D, you will lose that hosted element, so the railing now is flat rather than sloped with the ramp. But if we go back here, move the railing back onto the ramp, it is again hosted and it slopes with the ramp. Now if I go over here to the stair, let's say I eliminate one of the railings. If I went to railing in Place on Host, the option, whether it's treads or stringers, is not available. The reason for that is that the element that it wants to host to cannot have a railing already connected to it. So if I eliminate both railings and now go to Place on Host, let's actually select stringer so we can see the difference. Select the stair, and now the railings are placed. One thing you'll notice here is that the railings themselves are placed on the stringer rather than on the treads. If I go back to the plan, make sure that I'm selecting the railing, which you can see here on the mouse over. It's telling me if I select the flip grip on here, if we go back to the 3D view, you'll see now that the railing is now selected for the treads rather than the stringer. The final type of railing to use is a standalone railing. So if we go to level 2, and let's say this is a balcony type element, and we go to Architecture, Circulation, Railing, and now we're going to go to Sketch Path. So a standalone railing can be placed anywhere. It doesn't rely on any element to be hosted to. So when you use a sketch path, you have your simple geometric shapes that you can draw from. So here we'll just do a straight line, and you draw where your railing path is going to be. So the edge of this floor here. Once you're done drawing the path of the rail, hit escape twice and then hit the green check mark, and you now have your railing. It is, even though it's not a hosted element in terms of an actual element like a stair, railing, or a floor, it still is associated with a certain level. So in this case, it is level 2. If we go to 3D view, you'll see now that we have our railing located on the edge of this floor. That concludes our beginner course on stairs, ramps, and railings. Thanks for watching.